Yeah.
So now I can hear it. Oh, let me just put the volume down.
So, Preston 0, Arsenal 3. We're through to the next round of the Cup. Man City are out. Aston Villa are out. Liverpool are through. Brentford, Southampton are through. Palace are through. Man United, mate, Casemiro's first goal. Boy, they're through. Life without Ten Hag started well. And the draw's coming up in the next 20 minutes or so. But some good performances out there, Kenny. The boy, Ethan, mad goal. We started very slowly for me. I don't think we had a shot until we scored. And maybe one over the bar. It was a slow start without really being penetrated the other way. But as soon as we got that goal, it was total domination. Yeah, they were never getting back into that game. 2-0 up at half-time. We could afford to make some subs. I was surprised to see Thomas Partey come on when we had Josh Nichols on the bench. I was surprised to see Saka get any game time. He shouldn't have even been in the squad for me. And I was fuming about that, if I'm honest. And 29 came on. Great header. All in all, job done. Easy night's work. And we move on to the next round.
Well, what I think the most pleasing thing is, because we've had conversations about, people trying to say that the League Cup is not one of the major trophies. Well, tell that to our manager who played players like Saliba, played players like Thomas Partey come on in the second half, brought us Saka in the second half, brought on Havertz in the second half. The fact is that we're about to see the quarterfinal draw in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and all of them are Premiership sides. So it bastardizes the view that the League Cup don't matter, because it doesn't matter. The way we played after we scored showed it mattered. And at the end of the day, it is a major trophy, and it's something that we should. There's nothing wrong with a cold Sunday afternoon
in February.
We should know. We should know.
Yeah.
We should know because we were there in 2018. But
yeah, froze our bollocks off and got hammered by City.
Talking of performances, the person we're going to talk about the most is Ethan Nwaneri, and rightly so. He was hungry, scored a fantastic goal, hit the bar in the second half as well, and he was, he really wanted the ball. And I say it once, say it 1,000 times. There will be rotation, and he will play games. I'm convinced of it, and it's not because I want a youngster to play. It's just two is necessity, and two, when he has his chance, he's put his hand up. He put his hand up against Bolton, put his hand up against Preston. Yeah, they're in the one team was in the second tier, the other one's in the third tier. But if he's had 2 auditions, there's no harm, getting involved in games. He may not start against Newcastle. He may not. But with the games coming thick and fast, our manager's going to have to bite the bullet and start Ethan. He's got no choice to do it, because necessity states that. You know what I mean? We've got games coming up thick and fast. That's why, despite your misgivings, but despite what people may have thought about Sterling and Jesus' performances, the fact is that, unfortunately, because of rotation, they have to have 90 minutes, because whether we like it or not, we're going to have to use them. And my challenge to both of those two is, you had a lot of opportunities. You got yourselves in good positions. You needed to cement your performance of a goal, because what's going to happen is that when you're wasteful, as they were, although Jesus got a goal, and that was a fantastic goal, but afterwards, when they were a bit wasteful, when Jesus is trying hard to get the second and third goal, and Sterling's desperate to score, just relax, mate. Just relax, because you spot a lot of at times. I was happy with their endeavour and everything, but in terms of their final product, I thought, come on, guys, man, come on, man, because we're going to need you in bigger games. Because what's going to happen is that fans are losing faith in Jesus. Fans have no faith in Sterling, and it's because of situations like that where they got their 90 minutes, and we haven't seen a goal. We've seen a goal from Jesus, but we would like to see a bit more in terms of more composure on goal, and we would like to see a goal from Sterling. And that's my only bugbear. But what I'll never criticise the team for, and I wouldn't criticise the manager for, is that he meant business. No messing around, no, selecting the kids, because for the sake of it, he just said, right, this is a good opportunity to get in the quarterfinal. as soon as we get the first goal, we're going to look for the second and third goal. Can't. You know what? I didn't see any evidence of those safety first tactics after we got the first goal. It was a case of attack, attack, attack. Obviously measured, no stupidity or anything, but I like to attack in verve. And it's not because I'm bigging us up because it's Preston. It's because it's Preston. We actually gave Preston the kind of footballing respect that they deserved. And it's not disrespectful to try and, blow them out of the water, because that's what we should have done last week. And that's why I was upset, is because the way Shakhtar Donetsk, although they're a Champions League side, the way they played and how limited they were, we should have put that kind of performances in. But Shakhtar's gone. Preston's here now, and it's all about Newcastle now, where Saliba's fresh
as well. They slapped up Chelsea tonight.
So that means that's a potential. There's a potential North London derby. There's a potential match with Liverpool. Potential match with
Ramsdale, friends of Aaron. We could have Southampton.
Friends of Aaron, of course. Brentford as well. Potential match. Crystal Palace. And there's Man United. So
Eddie and Ketty are back again. We could get Eddie.
It's a possibility of 3 London derbies: North London derby, a derby with Brentford, who we played last season and beat, and a derby with Crystal Palace. So, a lot of people may prefer a home game, or some people might prefer away, because going away to Brentford, that's a nice little trip. As you well know, I enjoy it very much. Crystal Palace, I love going to.
Crystal Palace is the best away day, apart from Newcastle. Crystal Palace,
even though you need probably 2 cars to get there from Islington, and obviously it's a North London derby, and obviously people prefer Chip to Old Trafford, but for me, I'm completely and utterly satisfied. I've got no.
Who do you want though? Like, real talk. Like, obviously we got the job done. It was easy. Same with Bolton. It was easy. Yeah, with all due respect to them. Who do you actually want? I want Tottenham.
I want Tottenham.
I want Tottenham for the sake of the fact that we can mud them again. Yeah, that's the only trophy they've got any ounce of maybe potentially winning. Yeah, and Ange giving it, he wins trophies second season. Well, they ain't winning the FA Cup because we know City will take that serious. They didn't say that serious tonight. Yeah, but with us, it's another chance for us to mud them, and the fact that you get to see it live.
You know what? It's actually more sort of perverse than that. They beat us 6 years ago in the quarterfinals. Where
was that the one where Dele Alli got hit on the back of the head with the ball?
Yeah, Dele Alli and Song scored a couple of very, very good goals. Harry Kane was involved in the second goal. In fact, they were both balls over the top, and Song scored a very good goal, and Dele Alli scored a goal for the cameras. But it's revenge as well, because we've played Spurs in a few League Cup games, and we've given them a few spankings, and they've given us a few spankings.
Flamini on the brace.
But the 5-1 as well in the second leg in 2008 when they wanted to win the competition. Obviously in 2019 when they got to semi-final at our expense. So yeah, I want Spurs for that reason. I want revenge. But Crystal Palace, I wouldn't say no to. Man United, why not? Let's have a go.
All of the ties have got something pretty decent on them.
All the ties are decent. It just shows you if we win the League Cup, we're going to win it the hard way. We're going to play good teams, Premiership teams, and who knows? Maybe the people who are naysayers regarding the League Cup, and I think, you know what? I'm pretty impressed with that, because we had to for the quarterfinals onwards, we've had to beat some good teams.
Well, this negative channel, Kenny, that you're currently sat on, we've screamed from the rooftops and the rafters for years. We want to win the League Cup. We've actually seen us win it. I've seen us win it twice, albeit I was a kid the first time, a young kid.
You know what? People say 1992 is the worst thing that ever happened in football, and I think it's because the Premiership was the first Premiership season. But I think 1992 is a bad year for football for 2 reasons: because it was the introduction of the Champions League. When we had the original European Cup, the FA Cup and League Cup weren't an afterthought. As soon as we had the Champions League, where it became a league competition, and then from about probably 1999, if you finish second, you got in the Champions League, and then in the year afterwards you finish third, and then in the 21st century, fourth place. It's got to a situation
where, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to a situation where you don't have to win anything, and you can go on and win a Champions League. Liverpool won the Champions League in 2005 and 2019. They didn't win any domestic trophies on the way to get. They went to won the Champions League, so it's good because it's good for Liverpool, but it just shows you like that when you have a situation when the Champions League involves teams that don't win trophies, then you're bastardising your domestic competitions. First, the League Cup was bastardised, and then they bastardised the FA Cup. So I hope that Arsenal realise that if they win the League Cup, and it's a big if because we still got quarterfinals, maybe they use it as a platform or a springboard for further success.
Facts. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972. We will do this all over again on Saturday afternoon when hopefully we're rejoicing about 3 points at St James's Park, but we will see.
I'll speak to you guys soon, but I just
make sure you follow Kenny on
now.
Insta. Go on, mate. Go on.
I'm just warning you guys right now. If you think you've seen shithousery, you wait till you wait till St James's Park, because the real shithouses and the champions of shithousery are Newcastle. You watch that referee and you watch all their players and how close they are to the referee, and then you'll know shithousery.
Facts. Cronky